I'm sitting with a man who lived through the Holocaust. He can identify himself by his name if he likes or not.
Moshe Rosen.
Moshe Rosen. Yes? You're related to Harry?
No, but he was a good friend. He passed away.
Yes, I know. I knew Harry, and I knew Harry. You must have known Harry's father.
I didn't know the father, but I knew Harry.
Because Harry's father was a special guy too.
Harry was a good friend.
Yeah. Okay, so you were going to tell me about.
So I thought you were talking about the victims of the civilian population in a war. So I started to tell you, I was in Vienna as on slave labor, kept by the Germans. Every day at 11 o'clock, American Airlines made a circle in the sky.
Over what city? Where
Vienna,
Yeah, this is in Vienna. Okay.
the big population. And then after a few minutes, I don't know if 100 or 200 or 50, how they call the big airplanes bombing. Forgot the name. They came into this area and dropped the bombing. They call it carpet bombing. Every other day, different section of the city. They didn't care when we were luckily survived and we came out from the basement where we went in to protect ourselves. On the street, were lying people, horses, dogs, animals, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
By the hundreds.
And this happened every day at 11 o'clock.
Every day at 11 o'clock, different parties.
My God.
This was the Second World War. This was the war. So, Schwarzkopf, you know, remember Schwarzkopf? The name?
What name?
Schwarzkopf.
No.
Schwarzkopf was the American general
Okay, yeah, I remember hearing the name.
who fought the war in, I think it was Iraq. So, the Iraqi army was in ditches around the border or whatever, so he sent their big bulldozers covered with the army. And then he brought the tanks and went over. So then they criticized him. What did he do? And he said, I do not know any nice way to fight a war. He's always killing. So,
Well, you know, that's something we need to learn.
I am the one of the 6 million who lost uncles, aunts, cousins, grandparents,
all gone on the snuff.
all gone, but how they gone? With the gas chamber. They've been suffocated.
Where were you living at the time?
Huh?
Where were you living?
They took me to a concentration camp, but by mistake, the train which was on the way to Auschwitz stopped. After 3 days, they didn't give us any water or any. There was just a bucket to cut into. Never opened the door.
Wow.
So the guy, the SS officer who had to send about four transport through my city. By mistake, our train sent to Austria, and the other three went to Auschwitz. And why to Austria? Because in Austria they wanted labor. Why? Because when the Americans bombed the city, one building was destroyed, and 10 buildings around, all the shingles flew away. So they had to cover they wanted to cover the buildings. This is all sides. So all my job was to carry the shingles from the road in the car up to the 6th floor.
That was your job.
That was our job, not only mine, there are a few. And the top was, on the roof was professionals. They put the shingles. Next day, the shingles flew again. So they wanted labor, and they sent us there. My aunt, my mother was working at Siemens.
Siemens, yes.
They had a Siemens factory there. They were producing weapons or whatever. So they were there as slave labor doing something with a hammer. So, and I didn't know that time. There is one more difficult time in life. What I'm experiencing.
Well,
So, why you dress this way? Which?
so that when I sat down next to Moishe Rosen, he would be comfortable.
Me?
Well, you're comfortable, yes? With my dress?
I am comfortable and became comfortable because I can tell this horrible story. What people did to the Jews just because they are Jewish, and they protect a small piece of land, which is much smaller than Ontario.
Yes, I know. It's
Protect this piece of land where they have independence. And around it.
what do you mean around it? You mean like Jordan?
Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Syria. What else? Lebanon.
Lebanon.
And further east. It's all Arab land. Just the British cut it to pieces. None of them they want to take any of them. There was a peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. Sadat said the condition to make peace, I don't want the Palestinians.
Ah,
Before that it was ruled by Egypt. Then in order to pay for the peace, Israel took responsibility for the Gaza Strip. I was there, like a tourist. I went over. They could have been wealthy and live in peace, like Korea, South Korea, or India. All these countries where the labor is cheap, but Israel would be bringing the technology, and they would flourish there.
and they still are. You know, they've managed to.
They still wanted to kill. So
Well, I'm going to stop the camera. Thank you for that story.
this is the